If you work with financial reporting in Business Central, we have a few things coming up in the 2025 release wave 1 that you might like. So let me show you what we are cooking on here. The first thing you notice is that we have a new field called internal description. This allows you as a report author to describe what this report is for as an internal description. The description column here is, as you can see on the tooltip, actually a heading in the report. So you don't want to put any internal description here, but you can do that in an internal description. How do you do that? Well, let me go to the balance sheet here as an example. And if I want to change any definition, I choose definitions and edit report definition. And now I can say, this is our report for year close, something like that. And that's your internal description. What else did we do? Well, if you looked carefully when I chose definitions, there's also a new menu item here, a new action, edit introductory and closing paragraphs. This allows you to put some text above and below the financial report that will then be shown when you export to PDF or to Excel. So maybe we would put something like, this is a preliminary version. So maybe very important for us to say that this is not the final one. And maybe I could say something like, checked by internal auditor Kenny Pontoppidan, my little side hustle as in the auditing business. All right, now let's try to run a PDF version of the report. I choose preview and close, and let's see what happens. There you go. You have the preliminary version here, and if I scroll down to the end of the report, I have the checked by internal auditor right here. So that was the second feature. Now the third thing I want to show you is related to accountants and auditors. Some of you don't really like, if I, let me just hide my, sorry, let's go back and just open this in view mode and hide my options so I get a little bit more screen real estate. So if you notice the numbers here on the balance sheet, if I scroll down here to liabilities, you can see my liabilities are shown with negative numbers, but I'm of the school where I actually want to see these formatted in a common accounting way. So let's just show options, and a new part of this menu is called negative amount format. I can choose parentheses instead. If I hide my options now and just scroll down a little bit, you can see now I get my numbers with parentheses, the negative numbers instead of a minus sign. And this is also reflected when I export this to PDF. If I go down on the request page options, I can choose my amount format here. If I choose parentheses now and preview, you can see my negative numbers down here are shown with parentheses instead of a minus sign. So these are some of the new features in the financial reporting. We have a lot more here, so you'll have to wait for another video to see that, maybe in a What's Cooking or maybe in the Business Central launch event.